Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this session on Python string. Strings are the most commonly used data types in Python. Let's start with the first property which says strings are immutable, which means once you have defined a string you cannot modify its value. Next we will see how to define a string in Python. So there are three ways to define strings in Python. The first way is simply create a string variable. So I am creating favorite underscore language, and by using assignment operator I am assigning it to this string. Now here I am using the quotes or the inverted quotes to define my string. If you are more comfortable with single quotes, you can use single quotes also. So two ways here, either using single quotes or using this inverted quotes. So once I execute this block, this is how my favorite underscore language strings looks like. The next way to define string is by using the inbuilt string method or str in short. Whatever you pass to this str method, it will convert that particular data type to a string. So here I am passing an integer value 999, and if I execute this block, if you print your test string variable, now you can see there are quotes presented around this integer variable. So now this will be treated as a string variable. Now I know I said that strings are immutable, but still we want to modify the value of string. Strings are very similar to lists, so we can use our zero index or the square bracket notation to access the first character of our string. Now here what I want to do is I want to replace my I of my string, which is the first character, with U. So this is how I can do this, and if I execute this, it is going to throw me an error message which actually proves that strings are immutable. So here the error message is saying that the string object does not support item assignment, hence strings are immutable. Alright, next we want to examine string. So this is how my favorite line string looks like, and this is how it will look to Python. So it is very similar to list. Of course we have our first element as zero index, and then we have an empty box. So this empty box actually represents this space character here. Spaces are considered as valid characters in a string, so that's why we will have our space or white space character here at position 1. Then we have L at 2, O at 3, V at 4, E at 5, and then again the space character, the second space character which is coming after E at our 6th index position. So this is how my string variable looks like to Python. If I do favorite language, square brackets of 0, that means I want to access the first element of my string. If I execute this, in the output I am getting I. Next I want to use the length method, which we have used for list and tuples also. Actually length method gives us the length of our particular data type. So here if I count the number of characters in my string, it is actually 13. So if I pass my string variable name to alien function, in output it is going to give me the total length of my string, or the total number of characters which is present in my string, including the space characters. Next we want to see how we can do the slicing in a string. So this is the picture that I have used earlier to show you that how this string will looks to Python. And now if I do the slicing, which we have seen in list also, so if I want to do a slicing, I have to pass my start index and end index within this square brackets. So here I want to slice from my third index, and it will go up to the 6th position, and remember that the end index is always excluded from my result. So if I execute this block, I am going to get OVE in the output. Of course this 6th character or the 6th index will be excluded from my result, so you can see a space is not present here. What if I omit my start index, right? And my end index is 6, so if I execute this, it will print everything from starting to the position 5th. Of course 6th is again excluded, so we don't have this space character in our output. Next I want to omit my end index. So this time my start index is 7, so I'm starting from the 7th position, which have P at this place. So if I execute this, it will print everything from my 7th position to the end of my string, hence I'm getting Python in the output. Last thing I want to show you is the reverse indexing, which was present in list. The same thing is applicable in strings also. So if I do favorite language and square brackets, I'm giving -1, I'm going to get the last character of my string, which is N. If I do -2, I will get the second last character of my string, which is O. That's all for today guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy learning.